Convocation of Kwantlen Polytechnic University. We are gathered here today on the traditional and unceded territories of the Kwantlen, Katzie, Coquitlam, Kakite, Musqueam, Swasan, and Semiahmoo peoples. Our university region includes the lands of the Kwantlen, who bestowed their name on this university and who have lived here for millennia. We thank all of our First Nations for sharing their land and resources with us in friendship and in peace. And our elder in residence, Lekayton, is here with us to bless the convocation. Lekayton.
Misap Kwatwilam, my dear ones, welcome to the sacred land. What an exciting day for the students today because it's your first step into your legacies. I hope you've enjoyed your time here as well. Each day and all the struggles the families take, and to those who have traveled the farthest today to witness such a wonderful occasion. I congratulate you from the nations in our people's territories, hoping that one day that my grandchildren will follow your footsteps as well. And I hope that, we all have many, many days of enjoyment of how we can look back and realize that the tiny tots that are in the room today, this is why we have education for not only themselves, but to everyone who travels this long, long journey, sometimes 16 years of journey to get this far. And I'm just so glad that you chose KPU's House of Learning. Welcome, welcome from our people's people. And I hope that you all have longevity lives, health, happiness, and education. Be humble, be thankful, and always keep your faith and always pray for other people's first. All my relations, my dear ones, all my relations, Hi Tsepka.
Haichka, thank you, Lekayton. Please stay standing if you're able for the singing of O Canada in a version with an extra verse, sung and played by KPU students in a way you've probably never seen.
Where pines and maples grow, great prairies spread, and noble rivers flow. How dear to us thy broad domain, from east to western sea. Thou land of hope for all who toil, thou true north, strong and free. O Canada, glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee, for thee, for thee.
Please be seated. I declare Kwantlen Polytechnic University's convocation in session to honor our 2023 graduates. My name is Alan Davis, and I have the honor of serving as KPU's President and Vice Chancellor. Convocation means to call together by summons, and in universities, convocations are called for the conferring of degrees and for the recognition of outstanding achievement. I would like to introduce the members of the platform party. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. But the members of our amazing faculty who are here today. Yeah, we're going to hold it then. From the KPU Alumni Association, Mohammed Khalas and Sukh Rai. From the Kwantlen Student Association, Karan Singh and Navpreet Singh. The Provost and Vice President Academic, Dr. Diane Purvey. The Vice President External Affairs, Randall Height. The Vice President Students, Stephanie Howes. The Associate Vice President for Indigenous Leadership, Innovation and Partnerships, Gail Bedard. Our Associate Vice President Academic, Dr. David Burns. Our Associate Vice President for Planning and Accountability, Dr. Laurie McElroy. The Vice Chair of Senate, Dr. Amy John. The University Registrar and Marshal of Convocation, Zena Mitchell. The Dean of the Faculty of Health, Sharman Lee. The Dean of the Melville School of Business, Heather Harrison. The Associate Deans of the Melville School of Business, Suzanne Pierce, Don Reddick, and Jos Arikadan. University Librarian, Todd Mundell, and the Executive Director of Marketing, Joanne Saunders. We also have with us today our honorary degree recipient, Kathy Kinlock. And ladies and gentlemen, please join me in acknowledging the platform party. Joining us also in the audience are friends and family and former colleagues of Kathy Kinlock, as well as all your friends and family, of course. Husband Kirk, welcome Kirk, and Dr. Judith McGillivray, who is part of the history of KPU. Judith, thank you so much for being with us today. And Judith was the former Vice President Academic at this institution, attended many graduations like this in her day. Nice to see you. Chancellor Contiltonut Kim Baird is unable to join us today, so I bring you her greetings. Today, we celebrate the successes of our soon-to-be graduates. I'd like to extend a big congratulations to each and every one of you. You should be very proud of your achievement. Thank you to your families and your communities that have supported you. I know these have been exceptionally challenging years when your studies were disrupted by the global pandemic that's been with us for 3 years, over 3 years now. This is why I am so pleased we are here in person today, and although the world may never go back to pre-pandemic times, it has made me realize the continued importance of community. Possibly this is because the physical distancing we had to endure made me have to reimagine what community is through virtual means, and it has reminded me to never take community for granted. My own career path was influenced by my community. Indeed, I am an alumna of this very institution because it is a community-based institution. I spent much of my career serving my own community, Swasan First Nation. So in your long careers ahead of you, please don't take your communities for granted, and do think about how you can serve your community. You all have great capacity to make the world a better place, and I hope you find a career or volunteer opportunity to do the same. Today, you've joined a new community of alumni, many of whom have found successful career and community service paths. Our grads are philanthropists, critical thinkers, entrepreneurs, and global citizens in many fields. This university's alumni are representing KPU locally, nationally, and globally in an incredibly impactful way. So graduates, take pride in what you do and where you've come from, and most importantly, support the communities that support you. On behalf of your university, I wish you continued success. And once again, congratulations, Heichka. From Konsultanet, Kimbeard. Krista Oakley was going to address the convocation on behalf of the graduates today, but she's taken rather ill, I'm afraid. And so I've asked Dean Sharman Lee to read her speech for you. And Krista is graduating today from the Healthcare Assistant Program.
Good morning, graduates, faculty, and esteemed guests. I am deeply honored to have been chosen as your student speaker today, especially given the amount of amazing talent sitting in this room. In all honesty, I'm quite confused as to why I'm up here. Probably not what you were expecting me to say. The truth is that there are most likely people in this room whose grades may have been stronger and their attendance a little bit better than mine, and I wanted to recognize everyone for their brilliant achievements. I actually repeated a portion of my classes. I had challenges that kept me from attending, such as COVID, flooding, a marital separation, and I also needed compassionate leave on more than one occasion due to personal losses that I experienced. I think I am here more because of my resiliency and attitude than anything else. But even here, I saw so many other students overcoming adversities along the way. As you all well know, life doesn't stop just because classes begin. There were many times that I wanted to give up, self-sabotage, throw in the towel, and yet I never surrendered, even when things looked bleak. I pressed on with even more positivity the next time around and did not allow my circumstances to affect my confidence or my desire to fulfill my purpose. That does not mean that fear and suffering weren't still present. It was simply that I was able to adapt and overcome. I saw my classmates struggle with similar situations, and I also watched as everyone supported one another. It has been remarkable to watch others grow over the course of time we spent together in the university. Most of us walked in here on our first day in the midst of fear. The fear of COVID, the fear of new professors, the fear of meeting new classmates, and the fear of tackling new studies. Then we walked through the fear of midterms and final exams, and for some of us like myself, the supreme anxiety of clinicals in new settings. We all had fear in common, and we all managed to walk right through it. We found like-minded people and formed new friendships, some of which may last a lifetime. We had professors and instructors who imprinted their knowledge and wisdom to us, and in some ways helped us learn how to love what we work for just a little bit more, and some who challenged us to the brink, and yet we remained resilient. I feel we were all capable of doing this because we were all able to step through fear because of love. The reason we all stepped through fear is because we love so much that we didn't allow fear to stop us. In a world filled with fear, there is no more valuable skill than the ability to overcome those fears, to meet love and life head on, and I congratulate you all on doing so. We loved ourselves enough. We loved our classmates enough. We loved our teachers who guided us enough. We loved our families enough. We loved those who would be willing or be helping in our future endeavors enough. All I hope is that we all keep loving enough wherever we end up next, because it is truly the gift of love that drives us all to greatness. I will conclude by asking us all to give a round of applause to thank our remarkably compassionate, kind, empathetic, and knowledgeable faculty who instilled in us the passion, wisdom, and love we needed to succeed.
Thank you, Dean Lee. And if any of you know Krista, please pass on our thanks and gratitude for a wonderful speech. Each year, KPU awards honorary doctoral degrees for outstanding and sustained achievement in our community by people within and outside of the university who reflect our values and who represent the very best in citizenship through leadership, academic endeavor, creativity, public service, advocacy, entrepreneurship, a legacy of respect and understanding towards others, and for humanitarian contributions. The degrees are awarded honoris causa for the sake of honor. I have the privilege of introducing to you today Kathy Kinloch, who has been selected and approved by the Senate of Kwantlen Polytechnic University to receive the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa in recognition of her community and public service. Kathy Kinloch has had a dedicated and extensive career in public service, including leadership positions in health, government, and post-secondary education. She began her career as a trained nurse and ascended through the health sector to becoming the Chief Operating Officer of Fraser Health before becoming Senior Advisor to the BC Ministry of Health, where she established the UBC Hospital Centre for Surgical Innovation. In 2007, Kathy transitioned to post-secondary education, became the Dean of the School of Health Sciences at BCIT, and in 2010, she was president of Vancouver Community College. From 2014 until her retirement, Kathy was the president of the British Columbia Institute of Technology. She has been devoted to student success. She demonstrated passion for training students through polytechnic applied education, strengthening relationships with business and industry to ensure programming is relevant and meaningful, and by doing so, supported the province's need for job-ready graduates who can feed directly into in-demand occupations. Her most recent notable career accomplishment is successfully advocating and receiving government-funded for $163 million Trades and Technology Complex at BCIT's Burnaby campus, which will help get more students into skilled trades and support our province's economic recovery and growth into the future. Kathy's leadership track record extends beyond post-secondary. In her senior leadership and executive roles, she has led strategic change initiatives in government and healthcare. She has a long history of accolades and accomplishments also to her name, having been named a Woman of Distinction by the YWCA Metro Vancouver, one of Canada's 10 most powerful women by the Women's Executive Network, and one of the 50 most influential women in British Columbia by Vancouver Magazine. An Award of Merit, Health Employers Association of BC, and also an Honorary Doctorate of Laws from Royal Roads University. Kathy has led an extraordinary career, earning herself a reputation for transformational leadership in support of the betterment of society, clearly demonstrated through her time in healthcare and in higher education. And for her contributions to her community, I present to you Kathy Kinloch, Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. Please just go over on that side.
That's great. Thank you. Well, thank you so much, President. It's hard to call you anything other than Alan.
That's good.
And this is an honor that I'm so pleased to receive, and I just am speechless in many ways about it, because each of you who are faculty and have traversed with students, you know that how rewarding it is to help make sure that you have an environment. You as students have an environment that is safe and innovative and exciting, and you clearly have had that experience at Kwantlen, and it shows in the time I was sitting here waiting to go into this room. It just really showed me the care that the faculty have for each of you, and it's very heartfelt to see it happening. As you receive your credential today, you'll have an opportunity to have a reflection on where you headed in your future roles. So I'll be focusing my remarks on that. And don't worry, they're short, so I won't keep you a long time. As you surmised from my introduction, I began my career in healthcare and transitioned to post-secondary as has been outlined. But I was always curious about what else was there. Curious and surrounded myself with friends and advisors with a similar mindset, and often not a similar mindset. I made a point of reaching out to others for advice and support and paying that forward, and learning all I could about leadership in the myriad of topics. I'll be brief, but I just wanted to share a quick example and for our graduates. Don't hesitate to call and reach out to people. I did that. I read a book by an author Edwin Friedman, and after I graduated from Royal Roads, and he wrote a book called A Failure of Nerve, Leadership in the Age of Quick Fix. I liked this book so much. He was a psychiatrist and had a different view on things that I phoned his, and he had passed away, so I contacted his wife in California, and she said, "Oh dear, I'll just give you a copy of this book." It was out of print at that time. Well, anyway, as the book came, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm going to tell you in a minute what he said, but I realized that she had sent the original copy, and so it was quite an attempt to get it back to her and make sure that the family wasn't going to sue me for taking her last copy. In his book, though, Friedman, who wrote, "We live in a seatbelt society more oriented towards safety than adventure." So true when you think about it. How do we then, as leaders, counter this? And you're all leaders now. Friedman said that we must find the nerve to venture out of the calm eye of good feelings and togetherness, and to weather the storms that will come of protests that inevitably surround a leader's self-definition. That would be my very brief advice for you. Our world today needs bold, value-based leadership for good of your organization that you serve, your community, your family, our country, our world. You can see exemplified leadership here at KPU through deep engagement with the community campus, commitment to reconciliation and indigenization, and a bold campus plan centered around increased connectivity, vibrancy, sustainability, and resiliency. These are all key trends and areas that are so important for success as KPU moves on, and they're so well positioned to do that. So with much admiration for the work that you've done, and faculty and staff to make sure that all of these wonderful graduates are successful, thank you for this honor, and best wishes in your career.
Okay, I think we're at that time. We will now certify the graduands. Would all the graduands please rise? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the statutes of the province of British Columbia, and upon the recommendation of the Senate and the Registrar of Kwantlen Polytechnic University, I confer upon you the credential to which you are entitled and invest you with all the rights and privileges, powers and responsibilities pertaining to the credential. In keeping with the tradition of university convocations, please move your tassels from the right side to the left, and congratulations to you all. You may be seated. If only it were that easy. We will now present each of our graduates to the convocation. Dr. David Burns, Associate Vice President Academic, will present the graduates, assisted by Zena Mitchell, University Registrar. Offering congratulations to each graduate as they cross the stage will be myself, the Provost and Vice President Academic, the Dean of the faculty or school being presented, and each graduate will be presented with an invitation on behalf of the KPU Alumni Association. Graduates, please return to your seats as directed by the marshals. We will try to keep this orderly, and please stay until everyone has been presented. But vocal encouragement of your favorite graduate is very welcome. This is, after all, a celebration. And Dr. Burns, when you are ready.
We will now recognize the graduates of the Faculty of Health. The Bachelor of Psychiatric Nursing, with distinction, Lasagna Grafil Anor. Rove Kate Bacow. With distinction, Maitri Chowdhury. With distinction, Tammy Lynn Elizabeth Dollywall. With distinction, Poet Dial. With distinction, Erica Fabro. With distinction, Brittany Fiello. With distinction, Parmveer Singh Gotra. With distinction, Amanit Kaur Gill. Komal Kaur Grewal. With distinction, Kyla Elise Hoffman. With distinction, Tapinder Kaur Judge. With distinction, Lok Tung Leung. With distinction, Sukraman Litter. With distinction, Faith Chandler Clarin Longaza. With distinction, Taylor Patricia Kimberly McNeil. With distinction, Sandeep Minhas. With distinction, Shaban Komal Narayan. With distinction, Navkaran Kaur Parmar. With distinction, Sonia Parmar. With distinction, Brittany Michelle Perjazchuk. With distinction, Taylor Samuel Rowland. With distinction, Harleen Kaur Sandhu. Robertine Johanna Santos. With distinction, Delmy Dorothy Solaris. With distinction, Tarnveer Kaur Takar. With distinction, Priya Kaur Uppal. With distinction, Jazz Karen Kaur Wala. the Bachelor of Science in Nursing. With distinction, Manvi Ansel. With distinction, Andrea Bissonette. Claudia Dawn Brando. With distinction, Achol Chaudhary. Connie Marie Chu. With distinction, Jessica Amanda Chung. With distinction, Lindsay Corbold. With distinction, Robin Christina Crowley. With distinction, Camille De Vera. With distinction, Pavandep Kaur Dhaliwal. With distinction, Sonam Desi. With distinction, Arnel Angelo Canizar Aguido. With distinction, Danielle Christina Frizzell. With distinction, Natalia Zoe Giannis. With distinction, Sharanprit Kaur Gill. With distinction, Heidi Halm. With distinction, Megan Agnes Lauridsen. With distinction, Maria Cornelia Legit. With distinction, Esther Victoria Lankeek. With distinction, Kiana Lynn McDonald. With distinction, Angela Ladia Narido. With distinction, Zazangel Campio Pagar. With distinction, Teresa Pacorna. With distinction, Paolo Marco Mercado Salud. With distinction, Tiffany Shiroki. The Diploma in Traditional Chinese Medicine Acupuncture. Joseph Shang Guang Chang. With distinction, Yue Ding. With distinction, Toshko Kai. With distinction, Sin Guan Natalie Law. The Certificate in Graduate Nurse Internationally Educated Re-Entry. With distinction, Anna Marie Hilot Abilo. With distinction, Akvir Kaur. With distinction, Oratai Austin. With distinction, Jupith Bautista. With distinction, Mary Louise Tamayo Kalugai. Ivy Escobedo Canales. Supreet Kaur Chima. With distinction, Charisse Ann Villa Chico. With distinction, Christara Ryan Velasco Dandan. With distinction, Eden Grace Butran Darapiza. With distinction, Mary Joyce Datilis. With distinction, Rochelle Bantangan de la Cruz. With distinction, Rowena de la Peña. With distinction, Maristela Ignacio de Vinagracia. With distinction, Valerie Ann Te Duaso. With distinction, Abigail Henove Dule. With distinction, Ronald Estrada Erdrosalan. With distinction, Gragel Felix. With distinction, Ginalyn Garcia Francisco. With distinction, Gagandeep Kaur. With distinction, Jessame Bernolo Galapon. Kevin Garcia. With distinction, C.G. George. With distinction, Lei Zalamea Guma Felix. Leila Hedari. With distinction, Christine Palog Ignacio. With distinction, Julius Paulo Javier. With distinction, Grace Jumawan. With distinction, Amandeep Kaur. Rupinder Kaur Katra. Dante Canyanes Lagramada. Vidhika Lal. With distinction, Luo Chi Liang. Harpreet Kaur Mann. Neetu Matthew. With distinction, Alessandra Mendes Pires. With distinction, Maria Consuelo Mendoza. With distinction, Jesslyn Midhoon. Navkaran Kaur Nijur. With distinction, Jaspreet Kaur Parhar. With distinction, Dana Alyssa Ramos. With distinction, Anjali Rana. Shannon Reserva. With distinction, Hazel Silva Respicio. With distinction, Maria Christine Reyes. With distinction, Stephanie Rimondo. With distinction, Christine Rodriguez. With distinction, Kay Elizabeth Sampson. With distinction, Mylene Halaman Sarmiento. With distinction, Christian Ignacio Somes. With distinction, Cherry Joy Soriano. With distinction, Fred Robert Soriano. With distinction, Denise Christine de la Cruz Toledo. The Certificate in Healthcare Assistant. With distinction, Crystal Tana Boyd. With distinction, Christine Landra Fleming. Sarabjit Kaur Gill. With distinction, Alicia Ann Gorton. With distinction, Inderjeet Kaur. With distinction, Manpreet Kaur. With distinction, Rajinder Kaur. With distinction, Nicole Dawn Lutis. With distinction, Nina Petch. With distinction, Alita Raw. With distinction, Olga Jobet Tasso. With distinction, Bunny Trepanier. I present to you the graduates of the Faculty of Health. We will now recognize the graduates of the Melville School of Business. The Bachelor of Business Administration in Marketing Management, Tanika Alexandra Abraham. O'Neill Aujula. Alexandra Camilleri. Vanessa Castaneda. Yanheng Chen. Stephanie Lauren Cantoli. With distinction, Colby Davidson. Zichao Gong. Kirk Thomas Gordon. Yaon Kim. With distinction, Lu Hui Mei Le. Chenyu Li. With distinction, William Michael Mann Maxwell. Snow Tu Thi Wing. Syed Masroor Rafid. Clarice Angeline Tan Santos. Duco Carl Adrian Sherman Hess. Mingshu Shang. Junhao Sun. Chi Lun Sito. Stacy Tang. Amy Was. Lisa Ann Margaret Weaver. Shannon Miriam Wilson. Fang Yi Xia. Mimi Yu. Nicole Morgan Ewan. Zargam Zafar. Fengling Zhang. The Diploma in Marketing Management. Parth Sharma. The Diploma in Public Relations. Surabhi Sharma. Aditya Thakur. I present to you the graduates of the Melville School of Business. This concludes the presentation of our graduates.
Just let people get back to their seats. And once they do, graduates, I now give you this opportunity to acknowledge your family and friends, those who supported you during your studies. So please stand up, turn around, and make some noise. All right, sit down. Muhammad Khalas will provide a welcome to the newest members of the KPU alumni community. Muhammad.
Good morning, and what an exciting day for everyone. My name is Muhammad Khalas, and on behalf of the alumni community, I would like to extend my sincerest congratulations to both you and your families on this special day. I address you this morning wearing a few different hats. I am the Vice Chair of the KPU Alumni Association, and I'm also a two-time graduate of KPU, where I walked this stage not once, but twice, completing my associate degree in criminology, and then, for whatever reason, deciding to come back and further my education, completing my post-baccalaureate diploma in human resources and business management. Today, I work at CIBC's corporate head office as a senior HR partner, specializing in talent acquisition and consulting. But most importantly, I'm excited to say, I'm also a member of faculty here in the Melville School of Business, where I both teach in the undergraduate and postgraduate programs. As you can see, KPU truly holds a special place in my heart. I want to extend a sincere thank you to our Dean of Business, Heather Harrison, as well as our former Dean of Business and current VP of Students, Stephanie Howes, for making my ambitions truly a reality here at KPU. The word alumni is derived from the Latin word to mean nourish or foster. As you leave your student status behind and become an alumni of this institution, I hope you remember your time at KPU as a place where your mind was nourished and your worldview was fostered and expanded by the education that you received. Just when you thought this journey at KPU had come to an end, I am here to tell you that as a new alumni, this is just the beginning. You are now part of a vast network of communities, alumni of over 67,000 graduates. Our alumni are all over the world, doing some amazing things, and we welcome you into this community where you can inspire and be inspired by your fellow graduates. Being a part of this alumni family is your lifelong connection to KPU. The Alumni Association is dedicated to helping you stay connected and to providing you with meaningful benefits, services, and privileges. Being an alumni also makes you KPU ambassadors. Your success will be our success. Your individual accomplishments give this university its character, and we cherish the idea of hearing and sharing your stories. You have received a fantastic education from this university, and we look forward to celebrating your future success. It is our wish for you that you carry the KPU banner proudly as you embark on your next journey in your life. We wish you all the success upon your graduation, and we look forward to staying in touch with you. Thanks again, and congratulations to you all.
Excuse me. I'd like to close with a few words specifically about this university and its importance to our community within the context of the crucial role that universities of all shapes and sizes play in our society. KPU is a university for our times, a polytechnic university, open and accessible and relevant to both local needs and the global issues of our society. A university that is driven by teaching and learning, enriched by our research and scholarship, and engaged with our communities. Our mission is to create opportunities for all learners to achieve success and to prepare them for rewarding work, for engaged citizenship, and for a lifetime of continued learning. And certainly all the evidence we have from employers and alumni is that we achieve these goals in many ways. And beyond that, KPU is part of a global community of thousands of universities founded upon and dedicated to the great ideals of civilization, liberty, truth, sustainability, beauty, and justice. And they respect and preserve culture and language and ideas and inspire their learners and others to do the same and to become active agents in creating a better world, whatever their field of study. And in order to do this, universities have for centuries cherished their autonomy and the academic freedom of their faculty and learners, and their right and responsibility to always question the status quo and to explore new knowledge while tackling complex truths, and to do so respectfully, ethically, and thoughtfully. At KPU, although we're still quite young as a university, we continue this tradition, and not just by dressing up twice a year like extras in a Harry Potter movie. There are serious reasons for the pomp and the ceremony here at Convocation, in addition to, we hope, being an appropriate celebration of your success. It reminds us of all the hard-won freedoms that universities continue to protect and to foster on behalf of society. So keep up the tradition. Whatever your line of work, try always to be open, skeptical, questioning, courageous, respectful, and kind. All of us here have had the honor and the privilege of helping each of you along the way in reaching your educational goals. Thank you for choosing us. Friends and family, thank you for all you have done in supporting our graduates and for being here today. And Kathy Kinlock, thank you so much for accepting the honor that we bestowed upon you today. And I have to tell you that this notion of being brave and courageous, but also respectful, is no better exemplified than in Kathy. I heard her speak truth to power on many kinds, many times in such a way that people listened because she knew how to say, and she was brave, but she was also kind. So go forth, and if you haven't got one already, take the advice my father gave to me when I graduated. Those 3 little words that mean so much. Get a job. This concludes our convocation. This concludes our convocation. I'd like to thank all those who've been involved in the planning and execution of this week's ceremonies. I invite you to join us at the reception across the way in Surrey, Maine for hugs and photos. I will now dismiss the convocation. Please stand and remain standing if you're able until the platform party and the graduates have exited the convocation. In honor of our deep respect for the Kwantlen First Nation, I offer a blessing in harmony with and with deep respect for the many faiths and philosophic traditions represented here today. As you continue on life's journey, may you walk tirelessly. May the Creator walk with you. May His peace be in your minds. May her love be in your hearts, all my relations. I declare this convocation dismissed.